Hey y'all! Welcome to the direct message, and today we're going through our backstory of how we met.
So really, I wasn't very involved with our church, and we met through church. But during the end of the school year, my junior year, some of my friends that were more involved kind of mentioned that they needed more people to help out at our passion play, and I decided, you know what, I'll go ahead and do it. Showed up, and then I just started meeting some friends there. But not her. There I ran into a friend, and I had already kind of considered helping out at the 8th grade retreat that year. But then one of my friends that I met that I talked to more at Passion Play decided that told me that she was going. I was like, you know what? Now that I actually know someone, I'll sign up. So I signed up, and at that retreat, I met two homeschoolers that became really close friends of mine.
He got some love interests. But see, during this time, I didn't really know him that well.
You didn't know me at all.
Not at all. I knew of him, but not really though. I just thought he was this cool dude that I couldn't talk to because he was public schooled, and I was over here little homeschooler. So that's my side of it right now. I'm not very involved yet.
Yeah. So the two people I got close to were my best friend, and then I eventually dated the other one. She was my partner at the 8th grade retreat, and we got talking, and then eventually started dating.
And she was one of my really good friends.
She was, and that's how we kind of met, but also not really because we'd barely talked.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually talked at all, especially one-on-one. So.
Yeah, no.
I actually talked more to her brother than her, I remember.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh.
He played soccer during the summer.
Oh, at 9 in the park?
At 9 in the park.
Oh, okay.
So I yeah. So
I was shocked when you and her started dating.
Well, yeah, but mostly because she wasn't.
Well, yeah. She wasn't really the dating type.
After a few months, we ended up just realizing maybe dating wasn't the best thing, but we were still really good friends. So we were just like, you know what, that's okay. I think we're better off as friends. And it was actually really mutual, which was nice. So that ended. And yeah, that's it.
That is not it. Then you dated this other girl I knew. He was also homeschooled.
You know what?
You love him anyway.
So what happened was, you're close to someone for a while, and then that person's gone, and then you're not close to anyone, and you just kind of rebound. And it just happens. Yeah. But then after that, realized that, that was maybe not the best decision I had made. So tried to break it off as nicely as I could. Kind of worked out, but also didn't. Look, in the long run, it worked.
That's another video story.
In the long run, it worked out great. She was mad at me for a while, but we're cool now. But yeah,
should make another
that
video
happened.
About that story.
And obviously, she only knew me the time that I ended up dating two girls in 6 months. Not even, probably less.
No, probably less.
But, so then around Christmas, we were going to a mass, and I went with my sister. You want to tell them what happened?
Okay, so we were in the same small group at church, and our small group was having a Christmas party. But before that, we were all going to church, and Diego was coming, his best friend, my best friends, and my brother. And we all go, and then I go and sit with them, and I realize Diego's sitting with this other girl, and my first thought was, oh my gosh, did he already get himself another girl? Because he had just stopped dating this other one. And so I was kind of stupid and decided to text his best friend. And I was like, did Diego already get another girl? And no, it was
just my sister. Now, obviously, because my best friend is awesome, he goes ahead and tells me. as he should have.
No.
Because he found it funny. And,
funny.
And I remember immediately thinking, oh gosh, please not her. I had no clue that I liked her or anything like that at this point. She was just pretty and cool and, part of the small group, and we just, enjoyed our time together. But I remember strictly thinking, oh gosh, please not her. I really didn't want her thinking of me like that. So that's when I was kind of like, wait, I might actually kind of like her. But I didn't really want to admit it yet. Then, time went on, and you want to tell them about the Bible study?
Oh, okay. So we go to Bible study a lot, and he's there, and we're just friends, right? Cool. And he would sit across from me in the room, and one time he was in between these two guys, and they were being crazy, and he mouths to me, he goes, help me. Anyway, so then after that, we just talked more, and that kind of started a deeper friendship, I think, because we had like a joke and then led to talking more.
Honestly, I did the little help me thing so I could start talking to her more because I wanted to be a better friend.
Plan.
No, it was just I thought you were cool and I wanted to get to know you better. The dating was not in my plans because I was a senior in high school. So I already knew where I was going, and it's 2.5 hours away. So my thought was, how dumb would it be for me to get a girlfriend right before I go to college? That'd be stupid, right?
So stupid.
So stupid. So I didn't want to admit that I liked her. Then we went on winter retreat that year, and we had been talking more and more, and we were just having fun. And then on that retreat, we just had a lot of fun with our small group, and at that point I was just kind of like, yeah, that's fine, I like her. I just admitted it to myself and allowed it to happen. But I still really didn't want to do anything about it because, again, going to college.
Yeah, I didn't really have any feelings at this moment. I was not thinking about him at all as anything more than a friend. But he kept talking to me about prom. And, senior prom's a big deal. And in Coppell, that's the only time you get to go. And he was telling me all the time about his promposal he would do to this girl who I didn't know. And I was like, okay, stop talking to me about this and just ask me already. But I wasn't going to tell him that because that's awkward, but secretly.
Now, this was part of a plan. I wanted to be close enough with her and have enough of a relationship with her to where I could ask her to prom. So yeah, I brought it up a few times.
No.
So I thought at this point, you know what, I can probably ask her. It's okay. And then a friend advised me that since she is homeschooled, it'd probably be a good idea to ask her parents first.
You just showed up at my house, they didn't even know you were coming?
They knew because Jackson told them.
Okay.
But
Got it.
So show up, talk to her dad. Dad's very nice. And wasn't really scary. It was just a nice conversation. And then he asks me, is this as a date thing, or are y'all just going as friends? And I answered in that moment, because I obviously was still not planning on actually dating, just because I was going to college. So yeah, I just wanted to go with someone that I'd, gotten to really like and was just really good friends with at that point. So I honestly answered just friends. Yeah. And he was okay with that. He was like, cool, yeah, the only thing is, the reason I was asking was because she's not allowed to date till she's 18. It's like,
yep.
Cool. Favorite TV show was A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Highly recommend. I don't think it's anywhere anymore.
It's on Netflix.
It's still on Netflix.
It should
highly
be.
Recommend.
But we decided that would be a good way to go. So started working, and it ended up being, it would be a series of unfortunate events if you said no and I had to go alone. And then I had a little other paper with a stuffed animal that just said prom with a question mark. I come out, Jackson's filming the whole thing, and then I come out, the thing already says prom, and I kind of ask her, will you go to prom with me? And you want to tell them what you said?
So my parents very strictly drilled it into my head, you are not dating in high school. So the first thing I say is like, well, I'd have to ask my parents. And then he goes, I already did. I was like, That's when I said yes. And my friends and I were going to have a sleepover. And we like prank calling people. And so we were thinking about prank calling him. And so then we eventually did. And I guess he figured out it was us. But that's when we really started texting and like growing a relationship that like people liked each other. But because he was going every day for Lent, I was like, dang, I'll just go every day to Mass. And so then we started going to Mass together, and that's when things got interesting.
And the rest
we'll see on Tuesday.
Next
Videos
Tuesday.
come out Tuesday, Thursdays.
Hopefully.
Subscribe.
We don't really know.
Hopefully. That's our plan.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah.